Triggered: How the Left Thrives on Hate and Wants to Silence Us is a political memoir by Donald Trump Jr., the eldest son of former U.S. President Donald Trump. Published in 2019, the book debuted at #1 on the New York Times nonfiction bestseller list and provides an unfiltered glimpse into Trump Jr.'s perspective on American politics. First off, Trump Jr. sets the stage by talking about the intense political climate in the United States. He argues that conservatives are increasingly finding it tough to express their opinions, especially in places like college campuses and workplaces. According to him, this is because the left has the power to define what counts as hate speech, and that definition is being used to silence conservative voices. Next, he challenges the modern interpretation of diversity. While most of us agree that diversity is important, Trump Jr. argues that the left has twisted this idea, using it to divide rather than unite. He believes that focusing too much on differences, rather than on what we have in common, leads to unnecessary conflict. In another key chapter, Trump Jr. questions whether certain forms of speech, like microaggressions, should be considered violent. He argues that many of these so-called microaggressions are just innocent comments that have been misunderstood. He feels that labeling everything as offensive is a tactic used by the left to limit free speech, particularly conservative speech. One of his strongest critiques is directed at the left's supposed hypocrisy. He points to incidents like the protests following the 2016 election, where Trump supporters were labeled as violent and bigoted. However, when the left didn't get the election result they wanted, they resorted to similar tactics, which Trump Jr. sees as hypocritical. He also talks about how social media has become a weapon against conservatives. According to Trump Jr., left-leaning individuals and companies use platforms like Twitter and Facebook to silence conservative voices, either by canceling them or through practices like shadow banning, where accounts are hidden from public view without the user's knowledge. To sum it all up, Triggered is Trump Jr.'s call to action for conservatives to stand up for their beliefs. He paints a picture of a country where free speech is under attack by left-wing politics, and he urges conservatives to push back against what he sees as an unfair and biased system. So what do you think? Is free speech really under threat, or is this just another perspective in the ongoing political debate? Let me know in the comments below.